What is going on, guys? Skip here and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with some white ball cricket as the boys from Trent Bridge take on Kent in the T20 Slam. It has certainly been a long time since we've tried the T20 stuff, so it'll be interesting to see where Pjizma keeps himself today. It is the start of the tournament. We are going to be playing plenty of games. I'm not too sure how many we'll get through this episode, but we will fire through them, and hopefully the big dog can see himself pick up some more silverware for the lads at Trent Bridge. If you do enjoy Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll take a fiver in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to Trent Bridge for the opening match of the T20 Slam between the Outlaws and Kent. We have Malto and Wayne officiating this. They've been called in as Pjizma and the lads look to put their foot down in the competition. We said before at the menus that it's been a long time since we have played this format, so it'll be interesting to see how we hold up, what the competition's like. But ultimately, Pjizma will be looking to take bags and make plenty of runs. The coin goes up on a medium standard one at Trent Bridge. The Outlaws have decided to bowl. Strap yourselves in. Get behind the big red and let's win the T20 comp. Well, he's had to wait 12 overs for his opportunity, but that can only mean one thing. You are trusted to close out this innings. Pjizma Pant rolls in for the first ball of his T20 tournament, and he gets worked off the hips nicely by Zach Crawley, and he picks up 4. Well, that was not the start we were looking for at all. We're in for the ball number 2 as Crawley gets the inside edge this time. It's almost flown to backward square and caught. Oh, boy. Well, 107 for 1. 7.4 overs to bat. Joey Gordon on strike. Pjizma slows this one up and he pumps it through cover for a single. Well, it's got to be the change of pace. 7 conceded off 3 balls. We go into the deck. There's the top edge. Oh, that's going to fly away for 6. That's almost gone out the stadium. Well, it was a short, slower ball, and just like that, we've conceded 13. We're going to go short this time again. Gordon rocks back, and he hits it to mid-wicket for a well-earned dot. The last ball of Pjizma's first has not been what he wanted, but he rolls in, he bowls the full one. Gordon looks to whack it over mid-off. He gets nothing on it. 13 are bowled, and Kent are 115 for 1. Well, 1 over was enough, and I do not blame the captain. Pjizma trusted with the last over, though. Kent go to 166 for 5. We roll in, cut the ball, and now we find some skin. And Big J Cox got nothing on that. Well, that's a decent start. A dot ball. We're going to roll the fingers over again. We step in and we hit Cox in the abdomen just like we did first ball. Well, bowl Pij. 2 off cutters, 2 dots. Run rate of 8.5 and over. Pij rolls his fingers over this and he gets clipped down to fine leg for 1. Compose yourself. Still potential to get hit for 18. He bowls another one on the legs. This one worked out to backward square. You bowl to your field. If you're a young fella out there, watch Pjizma Pant. 2 balls left, just the 2 off the last over so far. We take some pace off it and we get banged through mid-wicket for a single. This is first class bowling, Pij. Well, he hit the resilience button and he told his captain you could be trusted with it. He rolls in for the last of the 20th, leaning, finds some space. He works it through cover. He picks up 4 and that'll conclude the Kent innings. Well, it concluded the Kent innings and the match. Pjizma Pant not required with the bat, and the Outlaws fall short. Ben Duckett, Alex Hales, 2 English T20 players, selfish dogs batting their way through the innings, and the boys fall short by 12. That is a putrid start to the season. Sort yourselves out. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to Headingley for the second T20 match between Yorkshire and Nottinghamshire. here. It was a little frustrating last up with Pjizma not getting a bat, but he keeps his spot at number 5. Trusted with the ball as always as the coin goes up on a beautiful day out at Headingley. The Yorkies have won the toss on a medium standard. We've got a couple of fresh umpires in for this. They choose to bowl. Can Pjizma at least get a hit this time? He struts out to the middle of Headingley and he is ready to rock. Big M Fisher stands at the top of his run-up. He's got Foreman out on the leg side. A nervous Pjizma as he gets a full toss and he misses that by a mile. Just be looking to get bat on ball. Benny Duckett down the other end. He gets a short one from the fish this time. He punches it down the ground. Now he's going to call Duckett through for 2. The fielder slides. Is it going to be a direct hit? No, it's not. And Pjizma's off the mark. Well, Olivier into the attack, the South African. Duckett doing his thing. Pjizma looking to face his third ball. He gets one off the hips beautifully. Oh, he pre-meted that. And you put 4 next to his name. Superb batting, Pjizma Pant. Well, it's T20 cricket. You've got to match the energy, and that is what we are doing today. Olivier in again. He goes short, and this time Pij plays and misses. This is the bowler we want to attack. Got men out all over the joint. He comes in, bowls a length ball. Pjizma leans on this, and he picks the gap at mid-wicket. Do they come back for 2? He's a little slow, the Yorkie fielder, and so is Benny Duckett, but it's okay. Fine legs, square legs, where he needs to find the boundary. Olivier in again, length ball, and Pjizma just punches this down the ground for 1. Fisher in for the last of his allotted overs. He's a big boy with no hair as Pij goes leg side, opens up and slashes behind point. That is shot of the episode and the competition so far. Get off your seats and applaud. Oh, you pay money just to watch that. The fish come in, the Pij premeditated, and he got it along the carpet for 4. Well, that sees a change in the field. Mid-on and mid-off both come up. Pij once again outside his leg stump. He rocks back and punches it through mid-wicket. He times the pants off it. Does he come back for 3? He's going to push Benny Duckett. They throw the wrong end. This is brilliant stuff. Well, 16 off 9. The big fella getting it done at Headingley. Fisher in, half volley. Pij just hits this to extra cover and shoots off for a single. He'd be thinking 10 and over to finish off. That'll get us to about 154. Olivier in again. Pjizma checks his shot and hits it to mid-off for a single. Well, it's part-timer time. Adam Lyth in. Pjizma not going to mess around. He hits him with the reverse Malacca first off. You shouldn't be bowling death overs. Get to Harehouse Warehouse. The 50 partnership comes up just like that. Adam Lyth, who do you think you're bowling to, Sonny? Gives him exactly the same ball. This time Pij reverse sweeps it. Duckett gets in just. No use of the feet so far from Pij. He's just going to rest on Lyth here. He takes him over the top. Has he got all of it? I think he has. It's gone all the way for 6. He is all business today. Get that part-time trash out of here. He stands on it, leans in it, and he gets 6. 105 metres, if you don't mind. This time Lyth a little tighter to Pij, and he just works him to the sweeper on the offside for 1. Well, it must be the part-time hour, because Darwood Milan has also got a bowl. Maybe the Yorkies are just running thin. He tries to spin it the other way, and Pij just reverse Malaccas him for 4 more. This is a party for the Outlaws. Well, every ball is a highlight. 17 left in the innings. Milan tosses one up. Pjizma looks to hit him over cover this time. Has he got it? Oh, yes, he does. Well, the crowd are losing it. Umpire Dougal in the box seat for one of the best shows of the English summer so far. This is some clean hitting, 40 off 17, showing his frustrations from not batting in the first innings. 10 off the over. Milan in, narrows, and Pij plays and misses. Well, he's brought everyone up on the leg side. Can Pij go the hustle on a rumper? He tries, he gets a bottom edge, enough to get down the other end for a single. The Lyth in for over number 2. I don't really know how he's been given one, but we will take it. Reverse sweep once again from Pjizma Pan. He can't bowl there, Adam. Learn your lesson. This is what finishers do, and no, it is not Johnny Sins. Lyth over the wicket. Pjizma lifts him this time over his head. Does it go all the way? It does. And there is a 50 for the great man. 3 sixes, 5 fours, 22 rocks. You star! Well, we said we'd get to 150, hopefully by the close. We've got 9 extra balls to do so. Pjizma launches a slog sweep this time. He's not got all of it, or has he? This bloke is a freak. Oh, one of the best batting displays we have seen on this channel for a long time. Lyth goes wide. Pjizma hits him back with a point, and he trots through for a single. For the last over, Darwood Milan in. He's got a big gap at mid-wicket. Can Pij look to take him over? Maybe use his feet. He tries to. What on earth is that? Just everyone shut up. Darwood especially, and Big Dougal says no thank you. Maybe using the feet isn't the best idea. Again, Milan in. Pij looks to go over the top to mid-wicket. He doesn't get it, but he gets enough to trot through for one. Use your strength. Hit him straight. Milan in. Pij looks to lift. He doesn't get all of it. It's 1 and 1 bounce to the bloke at mid-off. No, they're coming back for 2. Misfield, you idiot. It's been a solid last over from Milan. He's only conceded the 5. He's into the legs of Pant, and he looks to slog sweep him. He misses it. It concludes the 20th. And Nottingham are 163 for 3. We didn't have to wait long to get a bowl in this one. We are going to use the confidence gained with the bat, and we're going to knock the Yorkies out the park. 19 for none. Pjizma rolls in. There's the leading edge from Will Frayne first up. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gents. We've got absolutely no one on the leg side, so we're going to need to be outside off. That is what we are as Frayne slashes to point no run. It is the part in the game where we can bowl the express pace. In we go. Frayne launches, and he launches hard through extra cover all the way along the carpet for 4. No, well fielded. Well fielded, and the boys pick up 3. The first 3 conceded. We're going to bowl in at Luxon, who's 8 off 9. He plays the more conventional drive to extra cover. He takes him on, and he just gets home. Just a slight change of field for the last ball of Pjizma's first. He takes a little bit off it this time. Frayne gets across. He whips it to the sweeper on the leg side. It concludes the 4th, and the Yorkies are 24 for none. First ball over number 2. It was a tidy start. Can he do very much of the same? The first ball's whipped nicely to the short boundary, and they pick up 4. Well, you can't breathe in these T20 games. Pjizma, quick change of plan. He goes short this time. He gets swatted over point, and it's going to go to the boundary again. The Yorkies are on fire. Well, the short ball was the right idea. Probably a little too wide. We try and angle it over leg stump this time. Catch it, keeper. No, he doesn't. Well, that's been bowled at pace. Take a little bit off this bouncer now. See if we can catch some glove. No, we catch the middle of the bat, but only for a single to square leg. Pij been given quite the responsibility to finish off this over. He gets short this time. It gets hooked into square leg. It's 1 and 1 bounce. The boys take a single. It's a good finish to an over that looked like it could have got hairy, and it's 45 for none after 6. So the spell was had, and now the Yorkies only need 67 off 48. Pjizma got to do something about this. The first ball, there's a big swing and miss from Luxton. So the field's been changed. Mid-wicket being brought up. You know, this is going to be outside off bowling as he pumps it to extra cover. Pjizma's picked up a wicket. Luxton's gone. Superb bowling! When you least expect it, he takes some pace off it. Extra covers in the game. Good catch on the ring. The Outlaws have picked up a very important wicket. Thank you very much. And it's 2 for 97. Well, that brings in Kohler Cadmore. 1 for 16 Pij has got. He takes some more pace off this as Kohler Cadmore stands. He whips it off his legs, and he picks up 4 first ball. Well, it's disappointing. We've got one free ball that we can try and knock his head off with, though. We'll use that. He takes it on as he hits it to mid-wicket. 1 and 1 bounce. So back to your game, Pij. Do what works best, and that is bowling to your field. He does this time. He hits the block hole, and it's just a single out to deep extra cover. The first look at Darwood Milan, none off none. Pjizma to the left-hander. He's generally good as he tries to play the dinky shot. You're not going to chase him doing that, big fella, and that's what Pjizma just lets him know about. It's 13 bowled and 102 for 2. He comes in for the last of his allotted overs. 50 off 36. You'd say the game is in the Yorkie's hand. Pjizma going to do all that he can to try and stem the flow of runs. We know Kohler Cadmore can hit a big ball. We're going to take some pace off it, see if he can make the error that he does, and he takes one to square leg. 3 balls left to do something. The left-hander faces up. Pjizma bounces. Milani asks the question, did he get some glove on it? Dougal, no. That was a well-directed bouncer, perfectly over leg stump. Do we give it to him again? That we do, and he gloves it this time over the keeper's head for 4. Well, it breaks your heart. 6 off the over, figures of 1 for 27. He rolls in for the last of his 4th. There's a leading edge from Milan. It closes the 15th, and it's 120 for 2. And that was all she wrote for the match. Pjizma Pant picking up player of the match for his 59 not out and his beautiful spell of 1 for 27. But it wasn't enough. The Yorkshire's holding their home stadium and getting the job done by 7 wickets. Plenty to learn for the boys from Nottingham. Let's see how Pjizma gets on in the next one. Welcome back to Trent Bridge for this 3rd T20 between the Outlaws and Hampshire. Big Wayno and Big Molto stay in Nottingham doing their thing for this one. Pjizma keeps himself at number 5. It was a heroic effort down at Headingley, but unfortunately the boys were unable to get the chocolates. Fingers crossed they can get it done at their home ground today. The toss goes up and on a medium standard wicket today. You'd think that the Nottinghamshire Outlaws would want to bat. No, Joey Class got different ideas. Strap yourselves in. Get ready for the big Pjizma train, because it's coming. Toot, toot, ladies and gents. Hampshire are 30 for none, and Pjizma's been given the ball for the last of the power players. His first ball goes to Weatherly. It finds the outside edge, and he's conceded 4. Well, that just breaks your heart. Immediately, one slip goes out to a catching position as pitches in, and this time Weatherly's stepping across and whipping it down to fine leg for 1. Got to continue to bring the intensity. It's what we did last game. That's what we need to do again today. The pull shot is being shown by Albert. He gets all of it and picks up yet another boundary, and Pjizma's leaking. Maybe not the right tactics for the field in the position that we're playing at. We bowl a fuller outswinger this time, and Albert smokes it through cover point. What is going on? Please, just stop. This is a beatdown. Pigeon again. Oh, and Albert lets it through. Have some of that. Well, that's a little bit more respectable. None for 13 off 5 balls. We roll in again. We hit Albert in the gonads this time. It concludes the 6, and Hampshire are 43 for none. We spread the field. 5 men out on the boundaries. We come in for over number 2. We bowl this nice and straight. Is this going to go down deep cover straight? No, it's not. It's 1 bounce 4. We got excited for a second, then probably a little too wide. Can we narrow up on leg stump? This time we do, and it gets picked to the bloke out at forward square for 1. Well, 52 for none. These two getting a hold of the game. Pjizma got different ideas. We'll do it in picket fences, and we don't mind that, just to change the tempo of it all. 6 conceded off the first 3 balls. None for 19, looking ugly. As the slower ball is in, and we hit the stumps. There you go. We changed the momentum. Pjizma Pant picked up 1. Have some of that, you idiot. Toby Albert, God, you got a shit name. You can go and have an early shower. It's 1 for 53. Well, Tommy Press comes in to bat. Pjizma's got one next to his name. He gives him another slower ball. It gets worked off the legs. For whatever reason, they start appealing. And it's just 1 to the... Well, that makes the figures look a little tidier. The last of Pjizma's second is slow. It's a good change of tempo. Weatherly clips it to cover. He wants to come back for 2. He doesn't take it. 8 are bowled, and it's 55 for 1. Well, that makes the figures look a little tidier. The last of Pjizma's second is slow. It's a good change of tempo. Weatherly clips it to cover. He wants to come back for 2. He doesn't take it. 8 are bowled, and it's 55 for 1. Well, Joey Clark's got us in for over number 3, and you don't blame him. We go the leg cutter this time, and it's just a single out to deep extra. Going to try and hit the toes. Maybe the in-swinging Yorker. Really bend the back here. That we do when we leak a single out to square leg. No dramas. So pressed fresh in. 3 off 3. Pjizma looking to lengthen him up, and he does beautifully. Good dot balls. Just the 4 off this over. He really has changed this game. He rolls in again. This time it gets hit over cover. Maybe he hasn't. Weatherly clips it for 4. It concludes the 10th, and it's 68 for 1. And Pjizma didn't see a 4th over. A little expensive, but did enough to change the tempo. We spoke about that word so many times. Hampshire finishing their 20 overs, 154 for 3. So have certainly stemmed the bleeding. And now it is all up to him to make the runs in the end. We trail by 65 runs. It's currently 89 for 3. We've got just over 8 overs to get them. Ladies and gents, strap yourselves in. The boys are going for the win. And that they are doing. The big dog coming off a fresh 59 not out. You've got Big S Curry and not the sharpshooter Steph rolling in at the top of his run-up. Pjizma takes a big step out. He gets a short ball and he pumps it into the stump. But more importantly, he's down the other end and off the mark. Well, the rotation of strike is absolutely critical. Benny Duckett fresh to the wicket as well. 5 men are out. Curry goes short. Pjizma clips at leg side. Does he find the gap to find leg? He doesn't. But he's good enough to come back for 2, and so is Benny Ducks. Well, he started last innings with energy. Can he do the same today? Mason Crane in and over the wicket. He bowls a short one. Pjizma sweeps. He finds the backward square gap. I don't know if he's got all of this. The ball's growing legs. Can it run and run and run and run? Yes, it does. Well, there you have it. That's why he is the finisher. No messing about. The field hasn't changed, and Crane bowls exactly the same ball. They make some noise, Malto. What you saying? He goes not out. Well, I don't know how that ball has missed the stumps. Anyway, still the same field. Pjizma with the same attacking mindset. This time he just gets one to the man in the ring. Curry back into the attack for over number 2. Mid on, mid off up. Pjizma goes leg side. He gets the full toss and he drip feeds it to backward point for 1. A change of bowl and Big B wheel into the attack. 36 rocks left, 47 to get. He rolls in and Pij looks to lift him over the top. Gets nothing on it, bar a single down the other end. Well, Liam Dawson, isn't this a blast from the past? 5 overs left. We need 7 and over. Dawson round the wicket. Bowls a full toss. How has Pij not smashed that out of Trent Bridge? Benny Duckett has gone on a bit of a spree. It is now a runner ball. Curry in. Pjizma gets a short one and he absolutely murders it to mid-wicket. Only picking up a picket fence, but more importantly, important runs. And then Benny Duckett went out, and now the boys need a runner ball 8. Patel into the attack. Pjizma punches him down the ground. Oh, no, not Patel. It's James Vince. I've lost me marbles. What's the fielder doing? We keep it at 2. Oh, it's a mess. We are batting with Samit Patel. We've just lost Ben Duckett. James Vince into the attack. 16 off 17. He bowls a short one. Pjizma clips it nicely down a fine leg for a single. Well, as expected, James Vince copped a hiding, and now we only need 5 off 12. GG Samit Patel. Curry into the attack. Pjizma gets forward and he presses to mid-off for no run. He's been a little tamer in the middle today with the bat, but that is just what the team has needed. A calming influence as Curry gets full and Pjizma looks to end the game. Well, the boys protect the home ground. That's the most important thing as Pij gets a short one and he clips it down a fine leg for another single. This is probably game over. 3 from 7. Can we finish at this ball? Samit's given us an opportunity. Curry wide of the crease. He bowls a short one and Pij looks to hit it out the stadium. Does he get all of it? He doesn't. They come back for 2. Well, at one point, we thought it was going into the Trent River. It wasn't meant to be. Samit Patel cleaning this one up for the Outlaws. Sol Buttinger picking up player of the match. And more importantly, this team working together to protect their home court. Get it done. Well, at one point we thought the ball was going out the stadium. It wasn't meant to be. Samit Patel hitting the winning runs and the Outlaws winning at Trent Bridge in the 20th over, chasing Hampshire's 154. I tell you what, put it down to Pjizma with the back end of his spell, taking 1 for 29 and keeping a nice calm head in the end, finishing on 20 not out. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It was a good start to the T20 tournament. Big Pij getting involved with both bat and ball, picking up a cheeky 50, taking important wickets as we are so used to him doing. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. Make sure you swing over and catch us in one of our live streams as well. But until the next one, ladies and gents, look after yourselves and those around you, and I'll catch you in the next one.